beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. Do not mind the mess of dishes that I have on the counter right now. That is part of this video. I let the house get a little out of control this weekend. Usually on the weekend I don't clean as much. I do like the dishes and stuff, but that's kind of it because Josh is usually home and we're spending time together. So I need to clean the house, and not just clean like keep up with clean like I usually do, as my mom would call it, a lipstick clean. I need to do more of a deep clean today. So I've already done a load of dishes, which is about to finish up in my dishwasher. It says 20 minutes. I'm gonna give you a little before and after. I really want to touch on my living room today and my kitchen. And if I have some time, I need to go through my dining room a little bit too. But my main focus is the living room and the kitchen because that's what we kind of use the most. I'm gonna go ahead and do a nice little before and after. Well, a before right now and then an after later, hopefully. I'm having a hard time getting motivated this morning, so I'm hoping I get a lot done today. And I know if I'm filming, hopefully that will kind of like motivate me a little bit more to chop chop. You know what I'm saying? My dogs are playing right now, so just ignore some sounds if you hear sounds. So this is the kitchen right now. I got my dishes over here. I would like to clean the cabinets out a little bit today. I want to try to clean these off a little and the top of the fridge. And then I just have to clean this up, straighten this up. This is kind of my catch-all at the moment. And then I would like to clean my stove top off because that's looking rough. My dogs lovingly scooted the couch across the room, so don't mind that. Let's go ahead and move that over. Yeah, my crazy boys. So I need to straighten the couches up, which I usually do last because of them. I want to wipe this table off underneath as well. I need to clean this little area out right here. Take my only Halloween decoration down. I do need to clean the litter box out still. And dust and wipe this off. And I need to dust the grates on the things. And then of course I need to vacuum and then mop the floor because see, the dogs get water everywhere. Okay, I did just put them on their leashes because they are being crazy. See, he's pooped, but he keeps wanting to play. But yes, if you see them on the leashes, that's why, because they're a little crazy. I also need to clean this window off because they like to stick their noses on it. Okay, let's get started. Okay guys, so we're starting off by taking everything off of what I'm about to clean. Also, once again, I apologize for the TV flashing lights thing. I was not thinking about that at all until I just seen the footage of it. So that's my bad. I will make sure I keep that in mind for next time. First, I'm just dusting off everything before I use any cleaner. What I use for everything in my house, pretty much just water and Dawn. So I will put a decently large squirt of Dawn and water. But I really like it a lot because I have pets and I'm always worried that they're going to lick it or whatever. I am going to vacuum, but the hose on my vacuum is broken, so I can only use the actual like vacuum part. So I kind of have to sweep everything into the main area and then vacuum, which is kind of annoying, but that's okay. I didn't want to take all my games and stuff out just because that would have been a lot of work. So I'm just kind of going around them and then cleaning the Xbox off and stuff. I accidentally turned it off when I was doing this. So now I'm starting on the table. I'm doing the same thing, taking everything off, dusting it, putting it off to the side, throwing away all the trash that we have on the table. My candles were super dusty, I did not realize. And then I'm just gonna dust the table off first. There's a lot of dust on there. And then spray it down with the same mixture. Then I'm going underneath the table and dusting off these candles. These are really dusty. I have not dusted under this table for too long. This table was really dirty. I had to really like get into all the grooves and stuff. I'm going to sweep under the entertainment center because that collects a lot of dust and like animal hair a lot of the time. And then I'm gonna clean off the fan grate things. This is my only Halloween decoration. I am forever cleaning this window off. The boys like to sit in the window and they smush their faces against it, so they get a bunch of snot all over it all the time. Please excuse Dante snoring in the background. I make sure I vacuum this closet out really good all the time because the cat throws litter everywhere. I don't know what he does in there. He's having a party in his litter box. I have to put that white thing in front of it too because the dogs like to eat the litter. Disgusting. When I vacuum, especially with rugs, of course, I like to go somewhat slowly. That way I'm making sure I'm actually sucking up everything I want to suck up. And I also like to go different directions. This thing I'm using is called a Chom Chom. It's actually a lint roller, but you can use it on like anything. And then I'm taking the blankets downstairs to throw them into the laundry. This is Dante being crazy boy. Every time I take this blanket off the couch, he has to destroy the couch. Moving the table over to vacuum. They do not like the vacuum, as you can tell. this is our like catch-all area. This is kind of where we throw all of our hoodies, all of our coats, our shoes, bags, hats, all of it. So anything we don't wear all the time, I'm taking downstairs to throw in the laundry, or if it's shoes, I'm putting them away downstairs where I keep the other shoes that we don't wear more frequently. Then I'm moving on to the dishes. I have a baking sheet in the sink soaking because I had cooked chicken on it the other day and left it out. So that needs to soak, and you'll see me scraping it off in a minute because it has aluminum foil stuck to it. Now, some people may not agree with this, but I am a pre-washer. I like to pre-wash my dishes. I did not for a very long time until more recently. Our dishwasher stopped working as efficiently, and I started pre-washing my dishes, and I realized that they come out much cleaner, and I feel like they're more sanitized. I'm starting on my stovetop now, just taking everything off the top, washing it. I do want to point out I have 2 sponges that I use in the kitchen. I have one that I use for dishes or things that I use for food, and then I have another one that I use for cleaning purposes. That I don't use the same sponge for my food dishes, and I switch all my sponges out pretty frequently, and I run them through the dishwasher a couple times before I switch them out. That way I'm sanitizing them and making sure that they are not cross-contaminating anything. This is a neat little trick that I learned from somewhere online. I cannot remember where, but you take a knife and like a paper towel or a towel or whatever, and if you have a lip or something in one of your appliances, it's really gross, yeah. You can shove it in there and it gets the gunk out. I'm just scrubbing off the grates or whatever they're called on top of the stove. I scrub them pretty good with some Dawn, and then I rinse them off and then put them off to the side to dry, and then I dry them off the rest of the way before I put them back on. Onto the countertops, taking everything off as always. That's how I usually start all of my cleaning stuff. Take everything off, wipe it down first to make sure there's no dust or food particles or anything, and then I spray, scrub, wipe, clean, put it back. Ta-da! This This might sound weird, but the sink is one of my favorite things to clean. I clean it pretty frequently. I just like to get it real soapy, scrub it really good, and then just rinse it off, dry it off, and ta-da, and it's nice and shiny. And it's very pleasing to me for some reason. Was planning on doing more to the top of my fridge, but once I got up there I realized that I actually didn't really need it. So I ended up looking down and seeing that the front of the fridge needed to be cleaned, so I just decided I was going to do that instead. I always like to clean my trash can lid off because it gets so gross so quick. So every time I do the dishes, well, not every time, but most times when I do the dishes, when the sink is empty, I'll put the top in there and just kind of scrub it down. And a lot of the times I'll spray some sort of sanitizing thing on it just because that gets so gross. Okay, little hack alert here. I used to get the off-brand Swiffer pads, but they are expensive for one, and for two, like you use it once and you just throw it away. And I feel like with a towel or whatever, you can use a microfiber cloth, you can use a rag, like a shirt, a t-shirt, whatever you want to use. The Swiffer has Velcro on the bottom of it, so it sticks pretty well. Once you start cleaning, it sticks well anyway because it starts getting wet. I will just spray whatever cleaner I want to use, or I'll dump it on the floor. Like you can see, I do that a couple times, I think, and just scrub it like that. And it works just as well in my opinion, and I don't feel like I'm wasting money on disposable pads all the time. Also, if you're into being more sustainable, it's way more sustainable to do that as opposed to getting disposable pads and just using one for each clean. Excuse my appearance. I've been working up a sweat, but I think that is going to be it for today. I got a lot done. I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done, but I got a lot of it done. Still want to clean up our room a little bit before Josh gets home, so I'm going to stop up here, go downstairs, put the sheets on, and vacuum a little bit just to kind of tidy it up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and show the after. All right, here we go. Hello, Nero. Table is clean. I cleaned underneath. As you can see, I am washing the blanket that goes on here right now, so it's just kind of bare at the moment. And then this is why I have to keep fixing my couches all the time, because they destroy them. So this is all clean. And then over here is all nice and clean. And I dusted this off, cleaned this whole hole. I did clean the window, but they already got some nose prints back on it. Vacuumed over here, cleaned out the litter box, swept and vacuumed here, dusted all of this off, all in there, swept underneath here, vacuumed, mopped. I cleaned this up. I wanted to get to this eventually, but that's gonna be another day. And then the kitchen, I cleaned the countertops off. I cleaned the stovetop off and the front and the wall and around the bottom of the stove. I didn't dust this off, but I dusted the bottom part and took what I needed to take downstairs here, did the towels, did this counter, took the trash out, cleaned the trash can lid, and then I mopped in here as well. So it's looking much better, right? I thought so. Just ignore that. And there you go. That's it. Can you say goodbye, boys? Say goodbye, boys. Say thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Love you guys. Goodbye. Looks much better, right? Yep, much better. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I feel weird for asking that, but like that does help a lot. If you also enjoy my videos, please consider subscribing. Like I've said before, it's totally fine if not. Hi, Nero. Yes. It's totally fine if you don't subscribe. It's just, it is very helpful, and it's encouraging to see, you know, people are actually watching and liking what I'm putting out. If you have any suggestions, any comments, anything like that, you can leave it down below, or you can find me on Instagram, or you can find me on Twitter. I don't really post on Twitter too much about like YouTube related stuff, but you can still follow me on Twitter if you want. I post more on Instagram. Yeah, I had a lot of fun filming this video today, so I hope you enjoyed watching it. Thank you as always for watching. If you feel like following me, you can, and if not, you don't have to. I just appreciate you being here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. That's all right, buddy.